I'm Dan.
I'm Lucy.
We are the Anatomical Theatre, a theatre company that ran for about 3 years. We did about 11 shows over that time. I'm now working in video editing primarily, and I do voice work. I recently left a job in software.
And I am now working at the university. I never really left. And I run the Creative Bubble project, which is basically getting students to think creatively and entrepreneurially about their skills and sort of going into Swansea and making sort of unusual things happen and hopefully impacting upon Swansea's economy and the social situation. When we were young.
2010, just after I graduated, had a couple of talks with lecturers about the kind of thing that we wanted to do, and then in autumn of that year we came here in this very room for some advice on how to set it up and run it as a business.
I think one of the reasons that we set up the company was that when we went to university, sort of enterprise and entrepreneurship is really embedded in the courses. So I know for me, I started the course thinking I want to perform, but I hadn't actually thought about how that would happen or how that would actually turn itself into a wage. So that's something that this university is really good at. So yeah, we kind of met on the course, didn't we, and liked the same types of theatre. Got lumped in nearly every performance. We ended up working together, didn't we? So we knew the kind of things that we liked, and we just thought we want to carry on making theatre and performance in Swansea, but also in a way that perhaps wasn't going to make us millions, but would certainly wash its face and enable us to have a bit of money to do the next performance. We had a lot of support from our performing arts lecturers. You know, as I said, they've always kind of taught us how to think a bit more creatively about our skills rather than just coming out saying, I want to be in Wicked or I want to be on the West End. It's very much about, you know, well, yes, you can do all that, but how are you actually going to make a living out of it? So we had a lot of support from the lecturers, but also then this university is great at offering startup support. So, you know, like Dan said, we met Catherine Penaluna, who's the enterprise manager here. She really supported us, gave us loads of advice, introduced us to other people who sort of mentored us in the early stages and gave us some ideas. In fact, filled our heads with loads of ideas of different directions that we could go in, all very commercially viable as well. So yeah, I think it was a bit of hand holding really, and to give us the confidence that we could do it.
My advice would be start doing what you want to do before you even look for advice. Just try it. If it goes horribly wrong, chances are it's not going to be that bad. And seek the advice and then build from there. Don't wait until you've got all the pieces in place. Just be reckless, go for it.
Yeah.
Start 3 companies over the course of a year, then go bankrupt on all of them, and the 4th one be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure I give that advice, but yeah, my advice would be just go for it, and don't sort of give up on any of your dreams, because you can still be doing that. You know, you can still do performance and different things, but think about how you can apply those skills in a more commercially viable way, really, so that will support the more crazy nutty stuff that you do. So it's, I think a lot of people think you have to give up on a lot of your dreams when you leave and start some serious business. You don't. There's room to do both, you know.
And it's okay to charge people for art. So some people think it isn't, and they just put loads of stuff out there for free.
Yeah.
And they give way too much, or they undersell.
Totally right. I think you've got to value your art. Sometimes I think it's almost you're apologetic, like charging tickets to see a show or you know, whatever your art form. And gosh, yeah, that's your, you know, that's your skill, that's your product. So it's really important that you value yourself as an artist.